What's up, y'all? MLB trade deadline's in 5 days. Gotta get this video quick before more news breaks. So far, we've seen about 2 trades. Nelson Cruz to the Rays, Rich Hill to the Mets. Those aren't blockbuster trades, but they're cool. So for this video, I went on Game Day MLB, where they posted a whole bunch of players who are candidates for trades this trade deadline. And I went through and I made my prediction for each player, where I think they fit in each team. I'm sure if you're a buying team, your team will come up here and you can see which players you think might be joining your team in 5 days at this deadline, which is kind of crazy. All of a sudden, it's on us. We're past the All-Star break. We're getting kind of almost close to the postseason. It's just in like a couple months. So without further ado, let's get into the video. We will start off. I'll move myself over here so you guys can see the graphic with Javi Baez, a guy, part of a Cubs team that's fallen a bit out of the playoffs. Right now, they are 10 games back in the NL Central, and they're probably going to move Baez, Bryant, Kimbrel, Rizzo. Those are the 4 guys. I'm not sure if they're going to move all of them. So Javi Baez, I could see him fitting in with the Oakland A's. He doesn't seem like an Oakland A's player, but right now the Oakland is trying to battle for the playoffs. Where's Oakland? Let's see it. Oakland, right now they have Elvis Andrus. That's not going to cut it. They're 4.5 games back of first in the AL West. I could also see him going to the Phillies. Phillies have Didi Gregorius, but you probably could improve on Didi Gregorius. Baez is probably a little bit better. And then you move on. You got Whit Merifeld. It's another name here on this graphic. I can see him going to the Giants. He's a player that can play second base. He can play the outfield. I can see him going to the Red Sox and improve at second base there. Go to the Brewers. Right now they got Luis Urias. He's having a good year, but Whit Merifeld's definitely better. If you're the Brewers, who right now are leading the NL Central, I think you want a little bit more offensive reinforcements. Joey Gallo, heavily linked to the Padres. I could also see him going to the Giants, add to that outfield. I also see him going to the Blue Jays. I don't think the Blue Jays will be buying this heavy. I think the Blue Jays will make some conservative ads. They're coming back to Toronto. They're not going to sell. I think the Blue Jays are a little out of the running for Gallo, but the Padres and Giants are right there for him. Trevor Story, I was having a tough time. He was always linked to the Yankees, but with the Yankees being in, I'm pretty sure it's 4th place right now. Nope, sorry, they're in 3rd. The Jays are half game back in them. I still am not sure what the Yankees are doing. They're not gonna sell, but I don't think they're also gonna buy heavy. Who knows? I see Trevor Story going to the White Sox instead, a team that's clearly leading their division and is one of the most potent offenses in baseball, and he would just add to that. If we want to go to the next kind of clump of like the starters, guys like Kyle Gibson, Jose Barrios, German Marquez, John Means, Danny Duffy, and John Gray are some of the kind of bigger names on the market right now. There might some even bigger names like Max Scherzer might all of a sudden come up because the Nationals are struggling recently. Teams that would be buying for these players would be teams like the Dodgers, the Astros. The Dodgers and Astros don't exactly need starting pitching, but they are World Series contenders, and you always do need more starting pitching than you think. Phillies, Braves, Jays are that wild card. They might just add a smaller guy like a John Gray at the deadline. I could see the Braves, the Giants, and the Yankees all kind of going for these starters. The Braves are another one in a tough situation. Are they going for it, and are they adding a starter, or are they selling off, and they're selling off Charlie Morton, a guy who's a free agent at the end of the year? Who knows with the Braves? Their front offices will decide. We'll keep moving to the next part of the graphic. I have Nelson Cruz, and I actually had him, I swear to God, predicted him going to the Rays or the Oakland A's, and he did go to the Rays, so that was kind of cool. Rizzo is the guy I could see staying, just being a Cubs lifer, even though their negotiations are not going very well right now. I could also see him going to the Red Sox, be a big lefty veteran bat to help them with their World Series push. Who would have thought the who would have thought the Red Sox would be contending for the World Series this year after getting the 4th pick in this year's draft? They would have the 4th pick. Adam Frazier, I think, is a guaranteed lock to the White Sox. They lost Nick Madrigal. They need a second baseman that's not Danny Mendick. Adam Frazier is having a career year, getting on base. Him and Tim Anderson, that 1-2 punch with the batting average would be great. I could also see him going to the Athletics, or I just kind of I see him staying with the Pirates, and the Pirates I'm pretty sure the Pirates need to try and re-sign him. I'm not sure if he still has club control. But the Pirates, you finally get a good player, try and keep him. Craig Kimbrel, Richard Rodriguez, Ian Kennedy. These are some of the bigger bullpen names on the market. And teams buying for bullpen are the Phillies. They always need bullpen help. The Mets they need to add a little bit more, but they do have one of the better bullpens. Brewers, Jays, Nationals, Braves. Nationals, another one. Are you selling off Scherzer, or are you trying to keep Scherzer, trying to add a little bit of bullpen help and still trying to make a run for the wild card? Who knows? Braves are in that same boat. Starling Marte is a very interesting name, as I could see him going to the Brewers. I could see him going to the Yankees. I could see him going to the Astros. Astros, if they want to improve on Miles Straw in center field, then you would do that. Brewers, Yankees, I mean, Starling Marte, he's one of the bigger names in this trade deadline. That's not a guy like a Story or a Scherzer. Eduardo Escobar, All-Star this year. I could also see him going to the White Sox. He could play some second base. I'm pretty sure he can play some outfield there. Maybe play a little bit more than like Andrew Vaughn's getting a lot of run right now. Andrew Vaughn's a top prospect, but if you're in the playoffs, you probably want Eduardo Escobar, who's an All-Star this year. Athletics and Rays are also guys to go out and get Escobar. Then you kind of go into the Donaldson, Jesus Aguilar, Trey Mancini mold, where it's like first base, third base, DH guys. I can see the Brewers buying for that. I can see the Reds buying for that. I can see the Giants buying for that. So a lot of people talked about Donaldson returning to the Blue Jays because they need a third baseman. Right now, Biggio's there. I don't think there's any chance Donaldson comes back, although I would love it as a Blue Jays fan. So that's the video. So let me know what you guys think about what teams are like that are on the bubble. Are they buying? Are they selling? We're gonna see what happens in 5 days, and it should be interesting. Trade deadline's always one of the more fun parts of the year. Besides trying to find out if players still have club control or if they're free agents at the end of the year. That's a lot of research. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.